Okay, hi, bonjour. This is N, and since people wanted me to make a tutorial on how to make tattoos for The Sims, I just figured I'd make one. So first, what you want to do is go on the Sims 4 Studio website. I'll just give a link in the description. You want to download both the texture map of The Sims. You have the female framed one and you have the male framed one. Second step is to actually find the tattoos that you want. And for that I recommend Pinterest, since it has like the most diversity and range of tattoos. You can basically find anything that you want. So I just type keywords for that, what I have in mind for the vibe of the character, what they would actually have on them. So I just type something. For this tutorial I will just use sigillism tattoo. And as you can see, they have a lot of them, like a lot. So you just pick one, and for this tutorial you need actually to pick a black and white one, and like with a white background and black ink. If it has colors it's fine, but the colors are going to disappear. Okay, so I picked this one and I just saved it as it is, and then I'll just export it. Now you have two choices for my tutorial, I guess. So you have Photopea or Photoshop. It's basically the same thing, but Photopea is free and it's on your browser, but it has less option. But to be honest, for this tutorial you don't really care. You don't really have to get Photoshop. You just can use Photopea, it's fine. So now we're going in Photoshop and you just open the image you got. So as you can see, it's black and white and you have the background. We don't want the background, so we're just gonna remove it. So what you do right now is you select your canvas. What I do is I mostly use shortcuts, so I'll give you my shortcuts because it's easier this way, takes less time, and yeah. So Control A, it's selecting the whole image. Then Control C to copy the image. Now you want to remove it and have a transparent background. Then you want to put the background as black. Now you press this little thing, you click, and it does this. You have two canvas in one, basically. Now you press Alt and you click on the white part. Now you just Control V and the image is there. Now you just Control I, it inverts the colors. Now Alt, left click on the first canvas, and voila. What can happen is that if your image isn't with like a perfectly white background, it can have like a shadow still there. What I do in those scenarios, I just remove it by hand. It can be tedious, but yeah. But mostly if you have just like a perfectly white background, you'll have no issues. And if you want a color in your tattoo, I just mostly paint over it with different layering like options, and I just add the color myself. Once you're done, you save it, so as a PNG, and then we can go to the next step. Okay, so next step is to open the texture you got at the very beginning. So for this one, I just chose a female one because I don't really care, but yeah. As you can see, it has all the parts, all the body parts of your sim. So you have the face, you have the arms, front, back, and legs. Now I'm just going to put the tattoo we got in there. And you can see that there is no background anymore, and like there's no shadow or whatever, nothing. Now it's the fun part to me, just to pick where to put them. So yeah, I just go around, mess it up. But for this one, I'll just do like a basic one. I'll put it on the back. What can be tricky is to place perfectly the tattoos where you want them. To find like the middle of the back, it's not just in the middle, it's just this line that you follow, and it's not even really like it can be confusing, but with a few try you just know how to work with it. So we have our tattoos here. I'm just going to put more, so like we can have like an idea of how it is when you put your tattoos and just make like a set of them. Okay, so I'm done. I just put tattoos where I want them, kind of. Now before saving it, I would just suggest you to mess around with the opacity. Like, it's a personal preference, but I don't really like the look when the opacity is at 100%. I find them too intense for me, but you can keep it this way if it's something you like. Most of the time I put the opacity between 85 and 90. It depends on the tattoo I picked, if it's really, really dark or not. I'm okay with that. It's just for testing anyway. So now, before saving, you want to hide the texture map. We don't want that. And now you just save this as whatever you want as a PNG. The next step is to open Sims 4 Studio. You want to create a class item. Go in part type and you find the tattoos. So you can put them on kinda any category. I just put them on left arm and I pick the first one, then next. Now you save your package, so you give it the name that you want it to have. So like I just put my username and then I name it. I'm gonna just name it random tats. Okay, now we have this scary looking man and you have like a bunch of things. So I'll quickly explain. So here you have the swatch. You can have multiple swatches. So for example, what most people do is they make different opacity swatches. They have like one at 100, one at like 80, 90, whatever. So they just add a swatch and then go on with the thing. For this one, I'm just gonna do one swatch. So now we want to go down here, go to import. So now you just import the tattoos you made and you can preview them here. So you can preview their place if they are looking correct. If you're satisfied with this, you just have to save it and you're done. What you can do also is you can add a custom thumbnail to your tattoo CC. The one I have on my Patreon, like they all have one, just for like it's easier to recognize them. So you can do that. You can just take a picture in game, edit it, then you have to resize it and just import there. And you have to do it for both female and male. But for this tutorial, I'm not gonna do that. So now how you're gonna do is find the package you just created and put it in your mold folder, so your package folder. Personally, I have like a category with my own stuff. I recommend you to do the same thing. So I have like a lot of them. Okay, so I just exported my thing and it's there in my mods folder. Now we just have to open the game. Okay, so I'm back in game. It took me like forever to open this game, but okay. So we have Vivienne. So now we want to find the tattoos that we made. So you find the category. And if you have a custom thumbnail, it's going to be way easier, but if you don't, you still have like the thumbnail of your tattoos, but like this. So you scroll down and oh my god, it's there. Wow. Okay, so she's naked right now, so I'll probably just... And you can just view them. Let me just put like hair up. Yeah, so ta-da, voila.
We.
You have your tattoos on the body. Something that I'm gonna say is that this method isn't for HQ mod, so don't come at me if it doesn't work. Also, some skin details, like some skin overlays, might just make them less prominent, like it's gonna cover them a little bit. Like for example, Nat, who is my second team, yeah, he has two skin so layered, so his tattoos are less visible. Just make the opacity at 100%, I would say. But yeah, just play with it. And you're done. You have your tattoos. Yay! Okay, I'm done. Bye-bye.